Hello everyone, welcome back once again. So in this video, I am going to show you how to perform a lab. I mean, by following the lab instructions, how you can complete each and every lab. So in this video, I'm going to show you a sample uh, lab. I will do it by myself, and you can follow along how I am doing the lab by following the lab instructions. So you can also try to follow that way and complete each and every labs in the Google Skills Arcade program. Um, so as you can see here in this page, this is our website created by uh, me, arcadepoints.versal.app/dashboard. If you come to this dashboard page, you can track your progress, and here you can find the active games and the trivia that you need to do currently. So from here we have four uh, game badges: level 1, level 2, level 3, and base camp. And we have four trivia badges: week 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I will simply choose any one lab from any of the badges. Let's go for week 1 trivia, because I already mentioned earlier in the previous videos that the trivia badges are a little bit easier. So you should also start with trivia badges first. Then you should move ahead to level 1 and 2. And level 3 are also easy. And level 3 badges are also easy, and the base camp are, I can say, moderate. So I will simply log into my account. Let me just quickly sign into my Google Skills account. Then, yeah, so this is the Google Skills Arcade Trivia January week 1. So inside this week 1, you will find three labs and one last quiz. So I'll simply try to do this particular lab. Take it as an example that how you can perform the lab. Each and every labs you can perform in the similar manner in the Google Skills Arcade program here. So basically, you need to perform the lab instruction and the task. So here in the right side, you'll find the quick navigation. There are different tasks that you need to complete. So the very first thing should be to start the lab. So you can simply click on the start lab button to start a particular lab, and you can scroll down to overview and etc. You can see the setup and requirements guide. So how you can use this platform and etc. Everything is written over here in very detail. So if you just carefully follow the lab instructions, you don't need to watch any tutorial or any videos, any other from any other sources. So I will simply follow these instructions properly, and you can also follow along how we can follow the lab instructions only to complete a particular lab and mark as completed, mark one lab as completed. So here we have to open this Google console in the Google Cloud console in the incognito window. So after you start a lab, you can simply right click on this link and open this link in incognito window. Click on this option to open this link in incognito. And from here, you will find the sign in page. Uh, so here you need to use this username and password as a credential. So you need to copy this username and paste it here. Also, it's actually automatically taken from the link that is here. So yeah, sometimes it happen you don't need to paste your username and password. If you just open this link in incognito window, it automatically fetches the username and password associated with this URL. So you don't need to write anything here. You will be directly logged into this student account. So from in this account, you need to perform each and every task as a part of this lab. So task one is given here: create an API key. So so here you can see the complete step-by-step process is given how you can create an API key in this lab. So you need to go to this navigation menu, then click APIs and services, then credentials. So let's quickly go ahead and see how. So this is the navigation menu. From this navigation menu, we have to go to this API and services. Okay, let's just wait for a second, for a few seconds. And there is a terms and condition agreement pop up that we have to agree. Yeah, seconds and simply agree to the terms and continue. So task one says we need to create an API key. So from here, API and services, click on this credentials. Hmm. Okay, so from here you need to create an API key. So just click on create credentials API key. So all these steps are clearly mentioned over here. Create click credentials, then select API key, then copy and record the key you just generated used to use later in this lab. So you need to copy the API key once it is generated. So yeah, API key is created, and you need to copy this API key, and you can just save it anywhere in the notepad or anywhere. Just I am pasting over here. Later I will take from here. I'll copy it from here once I need it. So yeah, our first task is done. So then I can click on this check my progress button to verify. Yeah, so it is completed. Next is to perform next steps, connect to Linux instance provision for SSH. So you need to go to this navigation menu, then compute engine to VM instance. Let's quickly go ahead and say the navigation menu, compute engine. So this is the compute engine, then VM instance, virtual machine instance. So from here, you need to click on this. I will find the instance already created for you, Linux instance, and you need to open this instance by clicking on the SSH button. So let's quickly see that this is the Linux instance that is already created for you. Now you need to connect to this SSH. You need to connect to this Linux instance by clicking on this SSH button. Mm, yeah, so it is opened in a new window. Let's just wait. It may take a few seconds to provision the SSH server. Let's explore the next task. Next, in the cloud, in the SSH cell, we need to run the following command. Basically, we need to export the API key. So you can just simply copy this part very carefully. Export API key equal to. Then we need to paste that key that we have. We pasted here in this. This is the API key that we have. So yeah, that is. Press enter. Done. Next, create your API request. Next, we need to create a file. So touch request.json. So this is basically a command touch command used to create a file. So touch then file name. So this command will create a new file in this session. You can use ls command to see this file is created. Next, to write in this file, so you can use your preferred command line editor, Nano, Vim, etc. So you will use Nano or Vim, anything you can use. So simply press type Nano, then the request file name request.json. So this is your Nano editor. Paste it here. This is it. This file contains a audio URI. So basically, we are going to copy. We are going to see the text. We are going to detect the text of this audio with the help of Google Speech API. Okay. So now you can simply save this file by pressing Ctrl and S. Ctrl plus S, save. Then to exit from this editor, you can press Ctrl plus X. Okay, done. So to verify, you can use the cat command, cat request dot JSON. You can see now we have this content inside this file. So next thing, we need to run. Okay, next, create your this task is completed. Then task 3 is call the speech to text API. So we need to call this speech to text API. It is from Google Cloud. So simply paste it here, and the result will be stored in this file result.json. Okay, so let's run this. I hope the audio is transcribed and saved in the result.json. So let's see the result. So here you can see transcript. How old is the Brooklyn Bridge? So this is the text of that audio that is generated with the help of Google Speech API. So this is the API that we are using, speech.googleapis.com. Next, so this task is completed. Task 4, speech to text transcription in different language. So also you can use different language, like with the example they are using. As an example, we have in French, I guess, FR sends French. So I need to edit this request.json to support the French language. So we can simply use our nano command um, to open this editor. Now I need to replace this with the new content. So you can simply remove this and paste the content. So here you can see the language code is given. So now we are going to transcribe a something from French audio, French to English, I guess. No, it means this audio is given in French language. So we need to see the transcription in French itself. So save and then exit. Done. Next, we need to run this. We need to just check the result request.json file using the cat command. Wait a minute. Okay, so cat request.json. So this is the content of the cat result.json. We need to see the request.json. Okay, sorry. We need to again call the speech to text by running the curl command again. So you can go back to this curl command, and now if you yeah, so now if you run this command, you'll find something in French. Now it's generated. Now if you just check the content of the result.json, yeah, so now the same thing is written in the French. So here basically we are doing what? We are transcripting text from audio in different language. First we have transcribed in English, then we have transcribed in French. So um, this is how you can use the Google Speech to Text API to transcribe audio to text. Okay, that is the purpose of this lab. So task 4 is completed. Now we can simply check your progress from here. Um, yeah, so it is done. So all the check my progresses we have done. So now in the right side, in to check your progress efficiently, you can use one extension like we have in our resource page. We have one extension uh, for Chrome browser. Yeah, the enable check my progress extension. So if you just install this extension, you will in this section you will find a button to check your progress in percentage 100%. So from there you can verify that. Okay, let me just quickly show you by installing this extension itself. So I will go to Google Drive and I have to download this extension. So this is basically a new account, so otherwise it is already set up in my previous account. So you can simply click on this download button to download this extension, and yeah, so it is downloaded. Next we have to unzip this file. So this is basically a zip file. Uh, to unzip this file, you can simply click on extract all and extract the content of the file. Yeah, so now it is extracted. Next you need to go to the extension tab. Let me see, where is it? Yeah, so from here you can just go to manage extensions, and you need to enable this developer mode option. You can find the instructions here. Instruction is already given. You can just follow along to install this extension. From here, you can simply click on load unpacked, then extensions, then this. Okay, select this folder, and now it is done. So from here, you can, if you just pin this, it will be easier to check. Now if you just refresh this page, you will see some difference. Yeah, so now you can see the check my progress uh, button is enabled. I mean the this 100 out of 100, etc. So from here you can easily check your progress. So once you see the 100 out of 100, once you get 100 out of 100 score, then only you should end this lab. Otherwise, you will not get the uh, green check mark. Now, once you go back to the previous page, here you can see the this lab is completed and you got the score something. So in this same manner, in the very similar manner, you need to complete all these labs inside a module, and then you will get this badge in your public profile. And from here in the calculator, you can track your progress. From here also, you will find this as a completed, and you will get the associated points with it. So I hope you found this video helpful, and this is how you need to complete a particular lab. And if you have any doubts or queries or questions related to this program or anything related to arcade, you can write me in the comment section. And thank you so much for watching. Please follow the lab instructions only to perform a particular lab. There are some other videos you will find on the YouTube platform using Google's GitHub scripts. Sorry. So using those scripts may be vulnerable or can be detected as a malicious activity. So prefer using lab instructions and perform each and every lab manually and try to learn what you are doing. Okay. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.